Thank you very much. Now at 6 o'clock, this year's presidential election is coming at a time when we are already stretched very thin in the stress department.
It's been quite a year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, for some folks, the election is adding extra anxiety, with people really worrying right now about how to cope with the results the day after or in the days after. We don't know yet. Joining us tonight to talk more about it is Patricia Reamer, the Senior VP for Behavioral Health at Hartford Healthcare. Pat, you've been here with us a lot. We appreciate you joining us again tonight.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
What are you seeing in terms of election anxiety?
Well, it's interesting. Actually, there is a election stress disorder that people are talking about now. It's not actually a DSM or official diagnosis, but it really talks about the heightened stress that people are experiencing related to this election.
We obviously don't know what the outcome will be on Tuesday, and it may be days after when we finally get an outcome. How can people prepare themselves to handle whatever happens?
I think there's a couple of things that people can do now before the election and then after the election as things are kind of unfolding. It's really important that people set boundaries, right? So decrease your TV, decrease your newspaper reading, decrease your news in general. That is what tends to be stirring people up quite a bit. The other thing that we talk about is value-based living, so that if you are interested in a particular political issue, say climate change, is there some volunteer work that you can do that may help you feel more in control? This is really about trying to feel more in control. People are feeling pretty out of control right now, and that's very distressing for people. So you need to understand what you can and can't control. We are not going to be able to control when the real outcome of that election is known. And so people really have to find ways to distract themselves from that and to not be so focused on it.
I think it's interesting you mentioned the idea of volunteering or supporting something you believe in. That's certainly a nice approach. And no matter what channel people watch, the cable networks, whatever the case may be, that can be a lot for anybody over hours and hours. Are you noticing or hearing about, extra bookings? Maybe people can't even get in for any kind of help right after the election?
We are. I actually checked into this today after I got the question, and yes, we are receiving increased calls to our hotline. We are able to get people in for evaluations, either via telehealth or in person, but it is very tight.
All right. Well, we really appreciate your help during these difficult times. We all got to stick together. Patricia Reamer with Hartford Healthcare, thank you so much.